You ever scroll online and see an ad that just gets you? You know, one that seems to speak directly to all your worries and at the same time, your biggest dreams? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on an ad just like that. A real masterclass in persuasion for a Nigerian online course. We're going to deconstruct it, piece by piece, to figure out exactly what makes it so powerful. So the ad doesn't even start with a hello, it just drops this absolute killer of a line right at the beginning. This isn't just an opening, it's a hook. It immediately plants this little seed of intrigue. And more importantly, it creates a sense of FOMO, the fear of missing out. It makes you lean in and think, wait, what is it? What am I missing?
See, here's the thing about any great sales pitch. It almost never starts with the product. It starts with the problem. So the first job of this ad is to find a really common pain point for its audience and just turn the volume way, way up. The goal is to make you feel an urgent need for whatever they're about to sell.
And boom, there it is. This statement is so direct, so relatable, it taps right into a widespread economic anxiety that a lot of people are feeling. And just like that, it frames having a single salary not just as a risk, but as a failing strategy. It's a stark warning. You are already behind. The problem is now officially established. And to really make that feeling stick, the ad gives us a visual. It paints this perfect picture of its ideal customer. This isn't just some random person. This is an avatar for ambition and struggle. They're working hard, they're determined, but you can see they're stuck in that before state. The whole point is for the target audience to look at that screen and see themselves. Okay, so they've got you feeling the pressure. The anxiety is high. Now what? Well, this is where the ad pivots, and it does it beautifully. It doesn't just offer some vague promise, it lays out a very specific, very tangible solution. Let's look at how they build this roadmap. Now, this is so smart. Pay close attention to the language here. The ad is really careful to say this isn't a course for watching or for learning. It's a course for using. That word choice is absolutely critical. It immediately frames the product as a tool, not a textbook. It's all about promising immediate practical results, and it completely sidesteps the idea of slow, boring, theoretical education.
And this is the how. The solution is broken down into these 5 distinct, super modern-sounding skills. I mean, every single one sounds both achievable and really profitable. You've got WhatsApp, AI tools, faceless YouTube. These are the hottest buzzwords in the make money online world. It feels less like a course you have to study for, and more like a treasure map to fast cash.
All right, so at this point, you're probably thinking, okay, this sounds incredible, almost too incredible. Does this stuff actually work? The ad knows you're thinking that. It anticipates your skepticism, and it moves right into its next crucial phase, social proof. This is all about building trust.
Just look at the details here. It's not a generic "I made money." No. The specifics are everything. On a Sunday, by Wednesday, 28,000 naira. From a real place, Asaba. These little details make the testimonial feel incredibly authentic and, more importantly, achievable. It's designed to make you think, wow, if Adiabi did that in just 3 days, maybe I can too. And then they hit you with this one. For many people in the target market, earning in dollars isn't just a goal, it's the dream. So this testimonial doesn't just promise results, it promises a very specific, highly desirable kind of result. It perfectly validates one of the key promises from their roadmap and makes that dream feel so much closer. So they've given you the personal stories. Now they zoom out to show you the crowd. This number, 430 plus, it's not just data. It's a powerful psychological signal that says, hey, you're not the first to take this leap. It massively reduces the perceived risk and creates this feeling of a popular, validated community that you suddenly want to be a part of. Okay, so the groundwork is laid. They've established the problem, presented the solution, and delivered the proof. Now it's time to close the deal. The edge shifts into its final gear, and this section is all about one thing, getting you to buy right now. This part is just masterful. They basically anticipate every single doubt you could possibly have, every excuse you could make, and they just knock them down one by one. I don't have enough money. I don't have the right skills. I'm just a beginner. For every but you can think of, they have an answer. They're making it harder and harder for you to say no. And here it is, the oldest trick in the marketing playbook. Because it works. Scarcity. The choice is framed as a simple one. You can act now and get the reward, the discount, or you can wait and face the consequence, a higher price. This creates that powerful sense of urgency. It's FOMO in its purest form. And if you are somehow still on the fence, they hit you with this final line. This is the emotional knockout punch.
It combines that social proof with scarcity to create this intense feeling of isolation. It's designed to trigger that little voice in your head that says, wait, everyone else is moving forward, and I'm about to get left behind. It's a powerful nudge. So when you take a step back and you look at all these pieces working together, you start to realize something important. This ad isn't really just selling 5 digital skills. It's selling something much, much bigger than that.
Remember that person from the beginning, the one struggling, working late at their laptop? Well, here's the after shot. Successful, relaxed, on a sun-drenched balcony, and the laptop is closed. This is the ultimate promise. The course isn't the product. Financial freedom is the product. The course is just the vehicle they're selling to get you from that late-night grind to this beautiful balcony.
So to just recap the whole structure, it's really a masterclass in emotional engineering. It kicks off by creating anxiety, then offers a clear path to hope. It builds your trust with social proof, and finally, it uses scarcity to push for an impulse decision. Each step is perfectly designed to lead you right to the next one.
And all of this leaves us with a final, really important thought. This ad is incredibly effective because it tells a story that its audience desperately wants to believe is true. So it raises the question for all of us, when a sales pitch is this good, when it mirrors our own anxieties and dreams so perfectly, how do we get better at telling the difference between a real opportunity and just a very, very well-told story?